Financial education based on biblical principles goes beyond simply teaching money management. It guides us on how to manage it with purpose and wisdom. In Proverbs 21:20, we learn that the wise person stores resources for the future, while the fool spends all that they have. This teaching warns us about the importance of planning and managing resources responsibly. From this perspective, money is not seen as an end in itself, but as a tool to fulfill God's purposes in our lives. Here on the Wisdom Brief channel, you'll find videos to help you move from poverty to abundant wealth here on earth. So, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to always watch the wealth lessons we offer. We bring you not just motivational videos, but actual lessons for your financial growth here on earth. Today, you will learn the essential principles of financial education that have helped many people achieve prosperity over time. The Bible offers valuable and timeless teachings that can be immediately applied to your finances. Remember, my prosperity comes from God. Leave a heart as a sign of abundance. Without a clear guide, financial decisions can be difficult and uncertain. However, by aligning your finances with biblical principles, you experience peace and freedom, building a solid future for yourself and the next generations. This perspective allows you to manage the resources God has entrusted to you, using money in a way that reflects your faith and commitment to His divine plans. True financial freedom is achieved when we learn to manage money wisely and with vision, following biblical teachings. In this way, you not only ensure your own well-being, but also prepare to be a blessing to others, fulfilling God's purpose in your life. Let's begin to understand how a financial mindset aligned with these principles can transform your relationship with money, taking the first step toward achieving financial stability. Often, our finances are not limited by a lack of resources, but by how we handle and relate to money. The Bible teaches us that our lives are shaped by our deepest thoughts and beliefs. In Proverbs 23:7, we read, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." This verse highlights the importance of transforming our spiritual and emotional mindset to improve our financial situation. The first step is to identify and recognize negative thoughts and limiting beliefs that may be harming our finances. Many of these beliefs come from past experiences, the culture in which we were raised, or messages we've received since childhood, such as the idea that money is the root of all evil or that the rich are greedy. These beliefs can lead us to view money negatively, but it's important to remember that money itself is neither good nor bad. It's just a tool that can be used for good or for evil, depending on who possesses it and how it's used. Changing this view doesn't happen overnight, but it's a crucial step toward financial success. This means stopping the mindset of seeing money as something unattainable or corrupt and starting to see it as a resource given by God for our prosperity and to help others. Jesus spoke about money, not to condemn it, but to teach us how to handle it with wisdom. A renewed mind opens doors to new opportunities, allowing us to see money as a blessing and empowering us to make wiser financial decisions. A healthy mindset about money also helps us perceive opportunities, rather than obstacles. If you are tired of living with financial limitations, it is time to believe that it is possible to change this situation. With the transformation of your mindset and internal beliefs, doors that were once closed can open, leading you to see new ways of generating income, identifying smart investments, and better utilizing the resources you already have. Transforming our mindset is essential for developing healthy financial habits, such as saving and investing. Someone with a positive mindset towards money understands the importance of saving for the future, investing wisely, and avoiding excessive consumerism. This person knows that true wealth is not measured by how much is spent, but by how one manages and multiplies what they have. This shift helps us act strategically and prudently, maximizing our resources to achieve financial goals and fulfill God's purposes in our lives. Ultimately, a solid financial mindset is the foundation for building true prosperity. The Bible teaches that wealth acquired with wisdom and understanding is lasting, while wealth obtained wrongly is fleeting. Therefore, it is essential to transform our minds and align our thoughts with biblical principles. Only then will we be prepared to create sustainable wealth, manage our finances well, and live a truly abundant life in every aspect. Financial education goes beyond simply learning how to manage money. It involves adopting a new mindset about it. By developing a different way of thinking, we can not only overcome financial limitations, but also use our resources to fulfill greater purposes in our lives. The first step is to learn to manage our finances properly, which includes creating a budget and closely monitoring our spending. Once we change the way we think about money, we begin to seek more efficient ways to manage our resources. This process starts with creating a strict budget, which is essential for living within our means and avoiding excessive debt, which leads to scarcity of resources. The Book of Proverbs offers valuable guidance, such as in Proverbs 27:23, which advises us to be diligent in managing our possessions and to be attentive to the resources we have. This advice emphasizes the importance of being aware of our financial situation and being careful with the management of what we have. A budget is, essentially, a plan that shows where our money should go. It is a powerful tool that helps in making financial decisions, allowing us to avoid spending beyond our capacity. Without a budget, it is easy to lose financial control and face difficulties. With proper planning, it is possible to have a clear view of our economic situation, identify where we can save, and set financial goals for both the short and long term. Furthermore, controlling expenses is crucial because often it is the small daily expenses that, when accumulated, significantly affect our financial health. Being aware of every expenditure, no matter how small, helps us avoid impulsive purchases and prioritize what truly matters. This control also allows us to identify consumption habits that unnecessarily drain our resources, often without us even noticing. For example, if you notice that a significant portion of your money is spent on eating out or buying unnecessary food, it may be a good idea to adjust these expenses and redirect these resources towards savings or investments that contribute to the growth of your wealth in the long term. This type of financial self-awareness is essential for maintaining solid financial health and ensuring that your money is used wisely and effectively. Moreover, having a budget and controlling your expenses prepares you to handle emergencies and unexpected situations. Life is full of uncertainties, and being prepared for them is essential. With a well-structured financial plan and good expense control, you will have the peace of mind knowing that you have the necessary resources to face any challenge. This not only provides financial security, but also allows you to fulfill your responsibilities without fearing an economic crisis. Managing your finances well with a budget and expense control makes you a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to you. This management brings benefits not only to you, but also places you in a position to bless others. With your finances in order, you can help those in need, contribute to important causes, and support your community. This is a concrete way to live out biblical principles in everyday life and make a difference in the world. As you learn to manage your finances efficiently, you protect your wealth and honor God. Taking care of the resources God has entrusted to you is a demonstration of seriousness and responsibility in managing everything you own. This attitude strengthens your financial life, enabling you to prosper and fulfill the purposes God has for you. The practice of saving is an essential step in this process. After establishing a solid budget and properly controlling your expenses, saving becomes more than a prudent decision. It is a crucial strategy to protect yourself during difficult times and build a financial foundation that will allow you to invest and grow your money in the future. The Bible emphasizes the importance of saving, as seen in Proverbs 6 and 8, which invites us to learn from the ant. Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. This verse reminds us that foresight and dedication are key to ensuring our financial security. The ant, without needing supervision, already understands the importance of preparing for the future, ensuring it has what it needs to survive during times of scarcity. Applying this lesson to our financial lives means cultivating the habit of saving consistently. Saving is not just about putting aside what's left over at the end of the month, but making saving a priority in the budget. The discipline of saving regularly, even small amounts, can have a significant impact in the long run. This kind of systematic saving not only protects us in times of need, but also enables the accumulation of resources that can be directed towards smart investments, which is the next step in building wealth. Saving well also brings the freedom to take advantage of financial opportunities when they arise. Without an emergency fund, unexpected expenses or investments can become a financial burden. With a solid reserve, You can respond to these opportunities calmly, without the stress caused by a lack of resources. Additionally, saving brings more security and less anxiety, as the certainty of being prepared for any financial challenge reduces concerns. The habit of saving not only protects you in emergencies, but also enables the accumulation of capital for investment. The accumulation of resources is essential to multiply money and achieve long-term financial goals. Without a reserve, it is difficult to obtain the necessary resources to make investments that will increase your capital and ensure a financially prosperous life. However, it is important to understand that saving is not an end in itself, but a means to a greater purpose. It prepares you for the future, but that future must align with your financial and spiritual goals. In other words, your reserve should have a defined goal, such as funding your children's education, buying a home, starting a business, or any other purpose God places on your heart. This type of intentional saving helps you stay focused and avoid unnecessary spending. Saving money is also a way to honor God with your finances, being a good steward of what He has entrusted to you, demonstrating wisdom and gratitude. The Bible teaches us to be prudent and plan for the future, and the practice of saving is a concrete way to apply this principle in our daily lives. By doing so, you not only ensure a more secure future for yourself and your family, but you also prepare to be a blessing to others. Systematic saving, in the end, is a demonstration of faith and obedience, as by using our resources correctly, we believe that God will guide and provide in all areas of life. This is an investment in your future, your family's well-being, and your ability to positively influence the world with the resources you have accumulated and grown. After establishing a disciplined savings system, it is crucial to tackle one of the biggest financial challenges: debt. Debt can become a burden that limits our progress and prevents us from achieving our financial goals. To live a financially free and prosperous life, it is essential to learn to manage, reduce, and ultimately eliminate debt strategically. As Proverbs 22:7 states, "The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender." This verse emphasizes that debt places us in a position of dependency. As long as we are in debt, part of our financial freedom is lost, and instead of directing money toward investments or wealth building, we are constantly committed to paying off debts. Being in debt takes us further away from the goal of achieving solid financial independence and significantly limits opportunities to multiply our resources. This reality not only harms financial stability, but also prevents us from using money in ways that generate returns and promote wealth growth. To begin facing and managing debt effectively, it is essential to have a clear overview of your entire financial situation. The first step is to identify and list each debt in detail, including the total amount, interest rates, and payment terms. This survey helps create a complete picture of the financial situation, allowing you to evaluate which debt should be prioritized and how to structure a repayment plan. Generally, the recommendation is to start with debts that have the highest interest rates, as these tend to increase the total amount owed more quickly, becoming a greater financial burden over time. This method, known as the avalanche approach, not only reduces the total interest paid, but also accelerates the debt repayment process. Another critical part of this process is creating a realistic and sustainable payment plan, one that aligns with your financial possibilities and allows you to honor your commitments without compromising your quality of life. To do this, it is often necessary to adjust the budget to free up a larger amount to be allocated to debt repayment. This adjustment may involve cutting unnecessary expenses, reducing non-essential costs, and even exploring additional ways to generate income, such as taking on extra work or selling unused items. The most important thing is to maintain discipline and consistency, as each payment made is one more step toward financial freedom. During this process of eliminating debt, it is essential to avoid the temptation of incurring new debts, especially while the goal is to eliminate existing financial obligations. This requires special care with credit card usage and borrowing, which should only be used in genuinely necessary situations and preferably with the certainty that the amount will be paid off quickly. Staying away from new debt makes the debt repayment process more effective and allows financial progress to become evident. Once the goal of eliminating all debts is achieved, the priority becomes maintaining that financial freedom. This means that, although obtaining a loan or financing in specific, planned situations is possible, any new debt should be carefully evaluated. Only debts that represent solid investments and provide a real return on your financial life should be considered, always in a way that does not compromise your ability to meet other financial responsibilities. Understanding and managing debt appropriately are part of solid financial education. Knowing how interest rates, payment terms, and the consequences of taking on debt work is essential for making informed financial decisions. This understanding not only helps avoid the common pitfalls of excessive debt, but also allows you to use financial tools strategically, exploring their benefits rather than being trapped by their disadvantages. While the process of getting out of debt can be demanding and, in many cases, require sacrifices, it is a crucial step toward achieving true financial freedom and living a prosperous life aligned with God's principles. The return on getting out of debt is immeasurable. By eliminating it, we regain the ability to direct our resources toward activities and investments that promote financial growth. Being debt-free opens up a horizon of possibilities and brings more peace of mind, as it eliminates the constant pressure of paying financial obligations. With each debt eliminated, we move closer to financial independence and the freedom to live without the weight of restrictions imposed by financial commitments. This freedom not only allows us to live more lightly, but also to use money in a way that honors God and benefits our community and those around us. Proper debt management is, therefore, a crucial step toward achieving a prosperous and fulfilling financial life. With a stabilized and debt-free financial situation, the next step toward financial independence is learning how to invest wisely. Investments are powerful tools for multiplying resources, increasing wealth, and, in the long run, promoting financial growth. However, it is essential to approach investments with a well-planned and strategic perspective, preferably based on solid principles and values that ensure decisions are aligned with personal goals and, when relevant, spiritual purposes. In Matthew 25:14 and 30, Jesus presents the parable of the talents, which teaches about responsibility, trust, and the proactive use of the resources entrusted to us. In this parable, a man goes on a long journey and leaves different amounts of money, known as talents, with his servants. These talents symbolize gifts, skills, or resources. He gives each servant an amount proportional to their ability and expects them to manage these resources wisely in his absence. The servants who make an effort to multiply what they received, with creativity, effort, and intelligence, are praised and rewarded. However, the servant who, out of fear, buries his talent and avoids any action that might involve risk or loss is severely reprimanded. This conservative, fear-based attitude is criticized because it does not bring growth or effective use of resources and is considered negligent. This passage illustrates the importance of not only preserving what we have, but also seeking active ways to promote growth and multiplication of resources, whether in financial, professional, or spiritual realms. The message is clear. We must be diligent and proactive, using our skills and resources to bear fruit and live up to the trust placed in us. In real life, this parable encourages us to be careful and wise with the resources God has entrusted to us, seeking to educate ourselves on the best ways to apply and multiply them. Investing wisely is essential and requires a deep understanding of the various investment possibilities and methods available in the market. This involves carefully analyzing the type of investment that aligns with our financial goals and our risk tolerance level. Investment options are varied. Stocks, real estate, mutual funds, investments in businesses, either our own or others, each with its own peculiarities, risks, and returns. Before making any decision, it is crucial to understand the challenges and risks involved. A fundamental principle in the investment world is diversification, which means not concentrating all resources in a single type of investment, but distributing them across different assets. Diversification reduces risk because, if one investment does not yield the expected return, others may compensate for any losses. Another crucial strategy is adopting a long-term view. The financial market can experience periods of high volatility, but investors who keep their resources invested over the years have better chances of achieving consistent and sustainable growth. Patience and perseverance are essential virtues because the true power of investments lies in time. The longer the resources remain invested, the greater the impact of compound interest, allowing returns to generate new earnings. Additionally, it is important to be aware of the costs involved in investments, such as management fees, brokerage fees, and other expenses, which can significantly affect long-term returns. Therefore, it is essential to choose investments that not only promise good returns but are also cost-efficient, preserving as much of the invested capital as possible. Staying updated on the performance of investments is also relevant. Periodically, it is necessary to review the portfolio and adjust strategies according to changes in the market or our personal goals, but always avoiding impulsive decisions based on temporary fluctuations. A valuable aspect is continuous financial education. Seeking knowledge about how the market works, economic trends, and best investment practices strengthens our ability to make informed and secure decisions. Relying on the guidance of specialists or financial advisors is a prudent measure to maximize the potential for success. The true purpose of investments, according to the Christian view, is not only to accumulate wealth, but also to create opportunities to bless others. By multiplying the resources entrusted to us, we have the chance to make a difference in our community, support meaningful causes, and contribute to the well-being of those around us. This concept of investment transcends personal accumulation and aligns with the biblical principle of being a good steward of resources. The path to financial success requires patience, commitment to continuous learning, and discipline. However, the fruits of this effort can be immense, not only in achieving personal goals, but also in building a lasting legacy that honors God and benefits future generations. Finally, an essential part of financial planning is setting clear and specific goals. Defining objectives, such as preparing for retirement, funding children's education, or purchasing a home, helps to create a detailed and organized plan, effectively directing efforts and investments to achieve these goals. You are amazing for making it this far, as this demonstrates your persistence and focus. If you've made it to the end, comment, "I made it to the end," to show you're part of the winners group. Don't miss the opportunity to choose one of the videos on the screen to discover how to build wealth from scratch.